How to pray successfully. How to pray successfully. Alright? That's what I'm going to be speaking about briefly today. Good day, all kings and queens, all gods and goddesses, all beautiful people. I am be floss to God. Now, in the Bible, in the scripture, the story about Jacob, right? When it said Jacob wrestled with the angel, right? Now again, the Bible and the scriptures, it's all psychological. It's all a metaphor, right? The psychological drama is taking place within you and I, right? It wasn't real events that took place back then. This is all psychological. It is all a metaphor. All right, so you and I are Jacob. All right, the angel that he was wrestling with are the messages that we get, right? Our desires. So when it said Jacob wrestled with the angel, right? That is us when we have ideas, when we have a desire and we think that we can't become it, right? Or we think that we're not deserving of it. That's us wrestling with the angel, right? Going back and forth. Do I deserve it? No, I don't think I deserve it. Am I worthy of it? No, I don't think I'm worthy of it. I don't think I can have this. I don't think I can have that. All right? But as long as you have a desire, it doesn't matter what it is. It's sprang forth from the depth of your consciousness, your own I amness, God. And whatever it is, as long as you can have that desire, right? You are already it. You can actually become it here in the 3D reality. All right? So when you think that you can't become it, that you then become Jacob wrestling with the angel. All right? Now once you can successfully assume the desire of the wish fulfilled, and that's what prayer means, to assume the wish fulfilled. All right? Successfully. When you can assume the wish fulfilled of whatever it is you desire to be or whatever it is you desire to have, then you have prayed successfully. Right? A certain part of the scripture in the Bible, it says, who touched me? Right? It means you have successfully impressed your subconscious mind with the command, right? With the prayer of assuming the wish fulfilled. You do feel and believe that you are the man and desire. You do feel like the man and the woman, right? Who already has their desires. Who are already walking in that assumption. Right? And once you can do that, you can touch it. Touch your subconscious mind successfully. Then you know you have prayed successfully. And to know that you have prayed successfully, you no longer have the desire for the thing. So let's say your desire, right, is to have $1 million or a specific person, to get married to a specific person, right, or to move to a different country where you may not have the money, right? As long as you can set that intention, when you set that intention, you go into your meditative state, right? Whether to affirmations and visualizations, scripting or whatever. Once you set that intention, all right, and when you have finished and you come out of setting that intention, right, and you no longer feel that you desire it anymore, like you actually feel that it's already done, you actually feel the satisfaction, then you know you have prayed successfully. All right, you know you have prayed successfully. Now the story in the beginning, Genesis, where it talks about Adam, that was the first creative act when Adam, a deep sleep fell upon Adam, right? And they said it took from him his rib and stuff like that, to create woman and a piece of his thigh. Now that thigh is not the actual thigh. All right, is like a soft part within the hollow part of the thigh inside of man. Right, that thigh is like actually a soft part within man. So when it comes to the physical act, like a sexual act, right, and we get to that point, where there's satisfaction. Let's say you have an orgasm or whatever the case may be. There's a certain part within man that halts and shrinks, right? It becomes impotent. There's no need to carry on the physical act anymore, right? Because it is finished, right? You went through the physical act and you came to the point where satisfaction was felt and reached. The same thing when it comes to prayer, right? And to pray, you don't always have to get down on your knees and clasp your hands and all that. Prayer, you can sit wherever you are, stand wherever you are, lay wherever you are, and just carry on that conversation with your higher self, your I amness, your consciousness. It can be through self-talk, it can be through affirmations, it can be through scripting, whatever. It can be through imaginary acts or whatever. Once you go into that meditative state and you set that intention over and over again, right? That's where repetition comes in, and when it's important to help build the feeling, all right? And you can go over that scene over and over again. And when you finish and you come out of it, you feel satisfied and you know you have touched it, right? You know you have prayed successfully. But if you come out of it and you still have that desire, well, then you have not prayed successfully. You have not successfully impregnated yourself internally, and that's all the metaphor again. You have not impregnated yourself and walking boldly in the assumption. You do not have it. You don't feel that you already have it in the fourth dimension. You have to feel it first. They say seeing is believing, but it's believing and then you see it. Alright, so if you have prayed and you come out of that prayer and you still have that desire and that craving for the thing, then you have not prayed successfully. Once you finish and you come out of that meditative state, whatever it is you're doing, whatever technique it is you're using, as long as you're finished, you must feel some type of satisfaction that this thing, you already have it, and that you already are the man that you desire to be. You're going to feel it. You're not going to have any more longings or desire for that particular thing at that moment when you finish. Now, if you're going on throughout your day, a couple hours pass or whatever, and some doubts and stuff start to creep back in, you know, it can happen to any one of us, right? Then you go back to, again, you go back down to the potter's house. You call that the potter's house, you know, your own imagination, and you create again. You set that intention again until you feel it, and when you come out of it, you're not going to feel the desire for it anymore, right? As soon as after you finish the act, the creative act, you shouldn't feel the desire for it anymore. Because once you finish and you don't feel that desire, then you have prayed successfully. Right? And that is why persistence, you know, is important. Alright? Because going on throughout your day, after you finish your act and you're going on throughout your day, you know, things can happen that can easily cause you to shift back into that old state. Right? So that's why you persist in it. Once you feel that satisfaction and you go on through your day and something happens, you know, that causes you to waver again or doubt or whatever, then you go back and you do it again. Alright? That is why they say sleep is very important, you know. Before you go to sleep at night, you know, you pray successfully. Because after that, when you drift off to sleep, all those hours that you're sleeping, you know, all those hours you are sleeping, you are not being distracted. Within all those hours of sleep, you're impressing your subconscious mind with your last thoughts and your last beliefs. Right? That's why they say sleeping is very important. Also, too, when you wake up in the morning and you're in that theta state, your brain is in that theta state, you know, you can successfully impress it there too as well. But for the most part, you can pray at any time, anywhere, it doesn't matter. Once you feel it and you touch it, you understand, you feel that satisfaction when you're finished, then you have prayed successfully. And then you will continue to persist and walk in that assumption boldly, right? Until it materializes into the 3D reality. So that is how you know that you have prayed successfully, right? When you finish setting that intention and you feel satisfied and you come out, you feel satisfied, like, yeah, I feel it. I feel like I am the man and the woman that is deserving of everything. I already feel like I have that specific person, you know? I felt us being together, you know? I heard that person's voice, you know? I spoke it into existence and I can actually feel it. You know, I already have that millions of dollars. I already live in that luxurious home. You know, I'm already in perfect health. Even though it's not here in the 3D reality as yet, that is how you know you have prayed successfully. Alright? So with all that being said, I am B Floss to God, sending you love, peace, joy, prosperity, and blessings. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel as yet, feel free to do so. Feel free to like, feel free to comment, feel free to share my videos as well. Alright? I am B Floss to God. Send you love and peace, and do have a fantastic weekend. All right? Peace and love.